Stadium in Iowa City. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, I did check in with the Hawkeyes head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Hawkeyes ready to kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And down he goes.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea.
Makes the grab in their space. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Moore. Turning it on. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Using his feet to buy time. On the run deep down the right side. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Rides to the back. Could be an alley.
Exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. When that guy takes off, he races some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here's a gift to Malton. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the run, it's Haynes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and fourth.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's James. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They finally make the stop, but what a way to end this first quarter after that fantastic play. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. They feed him again. Finding some room. Inside the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like, going to the college football playoff the year before, but Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the five-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
All right, that's one of those hits he's going to feel the next day. Quarterbacks don't get hit in practice. They don't get an opportunity to show elite toughness. Right there he did. He hung in the pocket, knew he was going to get hit, still delivered the strike. Nice toughness from the QB.
Pressure coming, and they got it.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Back open in the middle. Snags it, and there's running room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, in this offense within striking distance.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Dumps it to the back. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He'll run it again. They didn't get anybody. Block didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Keep. Hey, move.
On 3rd down, here's Malton. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's got it down the field. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. 1 more snap coming before halftime. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's first take a look at Georgia State taking on the number 11 team, the James Madison Dukes. And it's Georgia State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory gets this team to 4-2. It has not been a perfect start, but they are right in position entering the 2nd half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Mountain West.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Makes it past the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the... And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Iowa! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and 19 on the season.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. Here's the pressure. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
A lot of times as a defender, it's really about route recognition, seeing what that receiver's going to do. And you could tell, stuck his foot in the ground, started to break in. Nice job breaking on the quarterback's eyes, breaking his hand in there and batting the football to the ground.
Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Let it go. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unleashes one. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Here's a heat, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Takes it in! Touchdown, Hawkeye! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job.